What if I told you all the tools and the resources that you needed to assist you on this journey of spiritual awakening through faith and with your ascension symptoms and healing were buried right in Mother Gaia herself, underneath your nose, or around the corner at your favorite crystal shop? That's right. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about crystals and how they're helping me on my journey of spiritual awakening through faith and my ascension symptoms, and how they can help you too. Stay tuned. When I first began this journey of spiritual awakening through faith, I mentioned before that I went crazy with doing all this research, reading articles, ordering and reading books, and trying to take in as much information as possible about this new experience, these new energies, this new outlook and way of existing, way of navigating life. The experience at that point was so overwhelming and so new to me, I needed to figure out what I could do to be able to help me navigate working with my own new energy, and then also the energy that I was receiving from other people I was coming in contact with, especially my twin flame who triggered this new, higher level of ascension. Well, what I would find out would be a new level of ascension. So luckily, the first thing I came across in this research was crystals and working with crystal energy and how that energy works with your personal energy and your auric field to help you diffuse, work through, feel better, and really truly master the new energies and the growing, cultivating energies that are new and coming forth as you ascend, right? Because you're bringing in more and more light as you raise your frequency higher and higher, or your frequency raises higher and higher. So one of the first articles was working with the chakras. I was really lucky because that article happened to have information about not only the 8 chakras, or the main 8 chakras, but also crystals that work in association or directly with those chakras to clear them, clear energetic blocks, to get them healthy, and to help you feel better in situations that were energetically overwhelming, or situations that had energy that you couldn't handle, you didn't know how to work with. So I, of course, knew with my twin flame that we were having a lot of arguments, and there's a lot of confusion and a lot of overwhelming energies from both parties, but really I needed to learn how to navigate my own energy, and I needed to know how to diffuse my own energy so that I'd be able to work with him and to be able to compromise. But with all of the healing that was necessary, and without my understanding that I still had energetic blocks that needed to be cleared within my chakra system, I really sought out crystals that would be able to be helpful with that, helping me work with my own energy, but again, helping me work with the energy that was built up whenever I was in a confrontational situation with him, or I was in an energetically overwhelming situation with him, or maybe even loved ones or people who just didn't resonate with my vibrational frequency during those time periods. So the first crystals that I discovered, in which I sought out, would be my blue lace agate and my red Jasper. Get a good look at that. And I'm going to talk about what each of them are, as well as my Smoky Quartz and the Kundalini Andalite stone. These particular crystals were the first ones that I sought out, specifically because my goals really were, again, clear, balanced communication. The blue lace agate works directly with your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is located at the center of your throat. It's the energetic center at your throat. And of course, it influences your talking, in your ability to communicate and articulate clearly, succinctly, but with compassion, less harshness, and less anger. Blue lace agate for me, with the properties being supportive of assisting with the actual expression of my thought, and allowing me to diffuse any negative emotion, helping me feel calm as I express that thought. I sought it out to help me be able to speak clearly and express to him what my feelings were when I didn't feel like I was being heard or listened to fully, or if I felt like he wasn't trying to understand my point of view, even though my point of view was coming from a place of like self-love and really wanting to protect myself. So again, I went with a blue lace agate. I'll give you another peek at that. Blue lace agate is actually pretty simple to find. You can just Google it. I got mine off of Etsy. Unfortunately, I don't remember the shop. But again, blue lace agate's good for the throat chakra. It's really great for assisting you with communication, expressing your thoughts verbally, clearly and calmly. And if you want to be able to articulate and express your thoughts and put energy out, you wear it on your right arm. Or if you want to be able to receive communication clearly, articulately, but without overbearing negative emotion, and being able to diffuse your own negative emotions to be able to receive communication without bias and clearly, to be able to see the other person's point of view and respond with compassion, you wear it on your left arm, your left hand. That is the receiving hand. That is the receiving of energy from the outside energetics or outside external influences. Again, right hand is to put energy out so that it's received well from others. Left hand is if you're receiving energy, you're receiving communication from others, and you want to be able to process it in a balanced, healthy, loving, compassionate way. The next stone that I sought out buying, again, was the red jasper. My reasoning behind wanting to get the red jasper is red jasper happens to offer grounding support. So grounding is if you're taking in too much energy or overwhelmed with energy, and it could be energy that's good, feels negative or overwhelming, or maybe hurt, painful energy, something that's triggering maybe a wound or something that's painful or uncomfortable situation that you're experiencing. It allows the energy to diffuse and move through you, center you, and allows you to be calm so that your body can process and work the energy through your body and then disperse it out, back outside of your body, so that you're no longer overwhelmed. Red jasper is really good for that. Red jasper also provides protection for you against negative energies, and then also again the red jasper assists with the processing of any negative hurtful emotions or emotions that no longer serve your highest good in that moment of the highest Christ light. If you use or wear the red jasper, especially at the heart chakra, it will assist you in having more of an open heart, more compassion, more understanding, allowing you to diffuse, ground the energy that's coming into your heart, to diffuse some of the wounding or some of the pain, maybe if you experience a broken heart or sadness. I think at the time when I got this, I was dealing with sadness, a little bit of a broken heart, because again, I was dealing with my twin who just was not trying to see my side of the picture, and things were really, really kind of chaotic, and I was so distracted and so overwhelmed with my own pain, my own emotions. I wasn't able to see his pain, and I wasn't able to see through my pain to be compassionate about his pain. So I was struggling So I reached out and I got the red Jasper. So I would encourage anyone who's going through anything like that to get it as well. It's usually really inexpensive, and I also got this on Etsy. My rose quartz, it's pink, shaped as a heart, but even if it's not shaped as a heart, it's pink, so it resonates with the heart chakra, as pink crystals and pink stones have the tendency to do. But also it being a quartz, a rose quartz, it heals, nurtures the heart chakra, helps to diffuse overwhelming energies, negative energies, helps to heal you of any negative wounding, any pain, any heartbreak, and things of that nature. You do have to set the intentions, of course, for all your crystals. So you would have to set the intentions for the rose quartz to help you with heart pain, heart healing, heartbreak, or anything like that. But I got this rose quartz for the same reason I got the red Jasper. So I don't really need to go into too much detail for that. But again, it's inexpensive. You can typically get it off of Etsy or just research it online. But rose quartz is typically a crystal that you can find at one of your local crystal shops if you do go crystal shopping. So you can check that out too. Next is the Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz actually has a gray tone to it. It's like a tan, dark gray. Typically why it's called smoky, but sometimes the colors vary. It can be like more of a black or more of a clear, less gray, smoky color. So that's just for you to be mindful of aesthetic wise. But it serves the purpose of the same thing as a red Jasper or a Jasper type of stone. The purposes of grounding you, keeping you protected, diffusing negative energy or releasing and helping you move through negative energy so that you can stay centered, compassion, and be able to receive energy, communication in the best way possible for your highest good, and really for the highest good of the whole situation. So that was why I got the Smoky Quartz. Again, I was just overwhelmed with all this different energy, all this different light coming in as I was going through my ascension and dealing with my twin flame situation. I got the anandamide, and it's one of my favorites. I'm pretty biased. The anandamide crystal is known for, and it's significant for activating all of your chakras, assisting you with balancing them, aligning them, so that they all work together and they all get activated to awaken that Kundalini energy. The Kundalini energy is so powerful, and it really is one of the most important energies or most significant energies as far as the ascension process in raising your vibrations to the higher, more divine realms, higher divine frequencies for your highest self. So it's pretty cool if you want to work with and activate the Kundalini energy, but if you also want to try to accelerate your ascension process and really start operating in your highest self, in higher divine frequencies regularly, the anandamide stone is super powerful and really beneficial to work with. It can be overwhelming when you first put it on or start working with it. It has the tendency to create or bring in a lot of different energy if you aren't used to working with it. It'll overwhelm your energy system and your chakras because, again, it's activating all of them and trying to clear and align and activate the Kundalini energy, which is really, really potent. And it has a tendency to activate or kick up your psychic abilities, whichever ones are, I guess, predestined or tied directly to your genetic code, your frequency. So it's just something to be mindful of. But once you start working with it and wearing it pretty regularly, and the chakras are like balanced or activated, you get used to it and it's not so overwhelming. It actually starts feeling really good once it assimilates to your energy system. So yeah, you should check it out. You can find it on Etsy. Sometimes it is a little bit harder to find. It has a tendency to be more expensive. So, again, that's anandalite. So check it out. So, after I kind of started getting used to this whole buying crystals and wearing crystals and allowing their properties, their energy to work with mine and kind of meld with mine, learning how to utilize and work through the energy that I was receiving from the crystals and understanding how my energy was working with the crystals, I got really excited and I went a little crystal crazy. And I was like, okay, I need crystals for all these different chakras that I can feel coming online or that I can feel doing things. And I want to say maybe 2.5 months after getting the first 4 or 5 crystals that I just mentioned, I really started to get more of a understanding how my energetic system and center was working and my different abilities and my senses and sensitivities were becoming heightened. So I really did want to kind of try to accelerate or transform the ascension, energy ascension, higher vibration process for myself. I had this calling, this message from my spirit team, my spirit guides, that just really let me know, hey, this is the journey we're on. You're supposed to be a leader in this. And we got to get your system online and get your frequency turned all the way up, girl. So I was like, I'm totally down for it. Give me some guidance on where should I go first or what's the next set of crystals I should be looking out for. So I received messages and I received guidance on what crystals I should get. I ended up getting amethyst, moldavite, which is by far probably one of my favorites. I wear it every day, pretty biased. I got moonstone, earrings in my ring, amazonite, and I got gifted clear quartz.